May 3rd, 2010. 22-year-old Yardley Love, a University of Virginia senior, is found unresponsive in her bedroom.
This morning at about 2:15, Charlottesville police received a call for service for what was reported at the time as a possible alcohol overdose. Patrol officers arrived on the scene. It was quickly apparent to them that this young lady was the victim of something far worse.
Love, a star lacrosse player, was badly beaten. There was a pool of blood on her pillow and bruises on her face. Her right eye was swollen shut, and she was pronounced dead at the scene. But it didn't take police long to zero in on a suspect.
Fairly quickly, George Hughley, who's also a student at the University of Virginia, both seniors at the institution, he became the focus of our investigation.
George Hughley never denied being with Yardley Love the night she died. Hours after her body was found right here in her second-floor apartment, he told investigators how he had kicked in Love's bedroom door and they had fought. He described shaking her so violently her head continually hit the wall. And George Hughley also said that Yardley Love had been his girlfriend, but they had recently broken up.
At first glance, George Hughley and Yardley Love seemed like a good match. Both grew up in Maryland and graduated from elite private high schools. They also both played lacrosse, and it was the lacrosse connection that brought them together at UVA. Sports Illustrated described Love as a speedy and clever defender, who some saw as the heart of the women's lacrosse team. Her high school coach remembers her this way.
She was goodness epitomized and had a sense of humor to go along with that sense of goodness and sweetness that you kind of look and say to yourself, I don't think I'll ever have the pleasure of teaching or coaching another child anywhere close to that.
George Hughley was described by Sports Illustrated as a burly midfielder and one of the Cavaliers' fiercest attackers. At the time of Yardley's death, the women's lacrosse team was ranked as one of the top 5 teams in the nation, and the men's lacrosse team was ranked number 1.
The University of Virginia's lacrosse teams are part of the same social circle. They went to school here together, they worked out together, and they relaxed together. And George Hughley and Yardley Love, they lived just steps away from each other.
He lived in this red brick apartment building. Her apartment was 2 doors down. As investigators worked to piece the case together, they uncovered details of Hughley and Love's messy breakup. According to police documents, they had exchanged emails in the week before her death. And just days before her death, witnesses say they fought at his apartment. She reportedly hit Hughley so hard with her purse that everything flew out of it. Hughley also had previous problems with the law. In 2008, he was arrested in Lexington, Virginia for public intoxication and resisting arrest. Hughley pleaded guilty and was given a suspended sentence and a fine. The arresting officer, who had to tase him to subdue him, described the scene in this way.
He became more aggressive, more physical toward me, started calling me several other terms that I'm not going to state now. Surprised that he was involved in another type of incident involving physical violence? No. An incident to this extent? Yes.
Now George Hughley is facing first-degree murder charges and could spend the rest of his life in jail. He has pleaded not guilty, and his attorney insists that it was not the fight that caused Yardley Love's death, but an underlying medical condition.
We are confident that Ms. Love's death was not intended, but an accident with a tragic outcome.
Now it is up to a jury to decide.